How many days were you calling him? Like, was it just a 1 day, 50 calls in a day, or was that like?
It was just a one
like 2
day,
weeks?
and then as time moved on, like probably like once in a while, I would like try to contact him, but I was just blocked on everything, so it just became more difficult. And then at the end, I was like, this isn't working, this isn't helping, so I should just drop it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hot when a girl's that obsessed with you. Just saying. Okay, I'm kidding.
I kind of was obsessed with him. Like, that's how I am with my partners. Like, I do become like the obsessive type. So you know how like earlier he was, you were talking about the adore and the adore.
The Doors?
The
I think we
adore.
stepped out for that.
We were talking
The adored and the adorer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm usually like the adore, I feel like.
That's what's up.
Sounds like
so,
it.
Based.
And then you had made a comment that it's better to be adore.
How tall are you?
I hated being the adore.
She's my height.
Wait, you're 4 what?
I'm 4'11".
Yo, hold on.
4'11" gang.
Hold on, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys.
It's just like for once I would like to be adored, because it hurts when the person does not reciprocate,
Word.
and then they
I feel
leave.
it. I feel it.
Yeah.
That's often what happens, is that people get fed up about having their affections not being reciprocated, and they try to find somebody who does adore them. And generally they get really bored, because the person who's being adored doesn't have that emotional experience, and it can be really hard if you're not used to it. Like, for certain people it really works, but for other people, they actually want to have that feeling. And if that feeling isn't there, the relationship kind of isn't worth it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Let's go back to marriage really quick. Then we got a couple super chats, and then actually, let me do the super chats. Then we'll do the marriage thing. Okay, we have. Wait, I did this one. Okay, we have Rav, $99. Is Big Mama based? Brian, shout out the 805, but Oxnard sucks. Sock check, Brian. I'm actually normally I wear black socks, but I got white socks. They're kind of goofy looking tonight. So, who's Big Mama? I have no idea. Shout out to 805. What's up? Oxnard doesn't really count though. 805 is Santa Barbara proper. Okay. And then we have Sweet Tooth. Hey, thank you, man. As a high voltage electrician, you're welcome, Brian. Thank you for all your work. Hey, like I said with the trucker, man, bro, you are the backbone of society. We don't need podcasters, you know? We need hardworking men that are going to contribute to the infrastructure of society. And it's a shame that feminists hate men because men are kind of awesome.
It is a shame.
I don't know why I'm looking at far.
You're pitting us against electricians?
How dare? Yes,
I'm
I'm
the backbone.
Yes.
You couldn't finish the end of your compliments. You turned it on us.
I was.
Keep going. Keep praising him.
Oh yeah, of course.
Why'd you make it political?
Just because I feel like men don't get enough appreciation. There's too much vilification of men in society. When, let's be honest, if all men disappeared tomorrow, shit would hit the fan, major. And it's because of men like Sweet Tooth, a little questionable name, just saying. But it's because of men like Sweet Tooth, electricians, people who work in infrastructure, transport, that society functions. And these men are not appreciated.
Do you think if all women disappeared, shit wouldn't hit the fan? You would all thrive?
Well, so society would continue functioning.
Really?
Yes. It would not be good, but like if and we can talk about like hypothetical situations, but if you compare all men disappearing to all women disappearing, within 72 hours, you basically have, it wouldn't be good for if all women disappeared, but like the basic necessities, like to keep society functioning, society would continue functioning.
But
Whereas
society wouldn't exist if women stopped giving birth to future.
if either gender, actually
it
sperm
would
banks.
last longer. You need
Well,
both.
actually, here's the thing though. those sperm banks, you need power. Here's the thing. Men keep society functioning.
What about when men left and every woman became like Rosie the Riveter? Shit didn't really hit the fan.
Well, there were still men involved in the infrastructure of the country. Not all men were sent off to. I assume you're talking about World War II, where women were involved in the war effort. Yes, largely women did. I mean, not all men went off to war, but women did show up for the war effort and took on jobs that would have otherwise been jobs occupied by men.
So doesn't that prove that women can rise to the occasion and do male-dominated jobs if the need arises?
With the appropriate planning and time, but the specific scenario is if all women disappear or all men disappear, you wouldn't have the necessary time to introduce women into these critical fields.
So men are vilified and undervalued because if you gave women 24 hours to resume society after their disappearance, we would need more time? Like, I don't understand your point.
I'm not following the question.
You're saying men are vilified because if they disappeared tomorrow, women can take over.
They're not vilified because of that. I'm saying that there's this sort of underlying thing where it's cool to like shit on men and like hate men, and there's the patriarchy and men are trash, and you hear all this shit from like typically feminists. And I don't think that there's enough appreciation of the hard work that just normal men do to basically keep society functioning.
I agree with that.
I agree.
The infrastructure in this country, in all countries, is created and maintained by men.
Sure, I just don't think feminists undervalue that labor. Like feminists, a lot of them are socialists. They believe in unions. They believe in raising the minimum wage, and that affects these guys who are like electricians and the one doing like the heavy manual labor and keeping society running. Like, I don't think feminists are undervaluing these men. Maybe like a few rad femmes on TikTok saying kill all men, but I don't think that's.
I mean, it's
the
kind
basis
of
feminism.
It's kind of the mainstream like feminist take. There's contempt for men by I would say most feminists.
Okay, I don't think that's true. On social media, everything's polarized for clickbait. Same way I don't think you guys represent the average male view.
Sure. Well, I mean, here's the difference, though. I mean, you're saying it's these radical feminists, but feminism has seeped its claws into pretty much every system and pretty much every realm of human life. The mainstream media. You have academia. Every single university in this country has a feminist study or a woman study or a gender study program, which preaches feminism.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said radical feminism, like this notion of hate, like male hatred. I don't know if that's